So whether you are a collector or an investor, none of us like paying 4x the retail for a LEGO Star Wars set. So in today's video, guys, I've got 8 LEGO Star Wars sets that you guys should be on the lookout for before they retire. Let's get into it. So let's start off, guys, with the first one here being the Armor's Mandalorian Forge. And the biggest thing this one has going for it is it was a Target exclusive. So as is, there's always going to be a little bit of scarcity on the market. What this comes down to is if the Paz Vizsla and the Armor gets re-released in a set anytime next year, then there's really going to be no time for the set to skyrocket. You know, really, those are the two big driving factors of the set, even when it's now on the shelf right now, is, you know, everyone is getting it just for those two minifigures. The Din Djarin is not exclusive. The build is pretty subpar. You know, I doubt, you know, we'll see anything like that in future. You know, that exact spot that, you know, that set is based off of is no longer there. So, you know, it'll be something different as is. And overall, guys, I think there's a chance this one will skyrocket, but really it's banking off of one big thing, that those minifigures do not get re-released anytime in the near future. So the next one, we got the UCS Imperial Star Destroyer. I put this one so high up on the list because, you know, first thing I've got even here is depends on your definition of skyrocket. Of course, you know, it is a $700 set as is. So, you know, again, skyrocketing would mean it would go to $2,000, $2,500, somewhere around there. I don't see it getting anywhere near there too quickly, but I definitely see, of course, any of those UCS sets will go up in value a little bit. It's a bigger set where a lot of investors and just a lot of people in general, you know, won't be sitting on one or two, if not even more of them, just due to the box size. It's going to be, you know, $50, $60 to ship it when it comes time as well. So there's always going to be a little bit of scarcity on the market. And the biggest thing I think this one has going for it is if they were to ever do another UCS Imperial Star Destroyer, they would first off either do a different class, and I think most importantly, they would do a Super Star Destroyer. So that pretty much, you know, guarantees a bigger gap in between re-releases. You know, if, say this one came out in 2019, retiring in 2022, you know, I don't doubt that we will not see an exact re-release of this set, probably for at least another 10 or 12 years, if not even longer. Since, again, I think there's other stuff they can do in between there, instead of just redoing this one exactly. Since I think I've got this one built in front of me, I think they did it pretty perfect. So next up, guys, we got the Darth Vader Meditation Chamber. And this is one that I've been really talking about heavily over the past couple weeks, where it's kind of a sleeper, I feel. I think this thing the set has going for it is it's truthfully a sleeper, I think. You know, it's kind of overpriced to begin with. Never been on sale so far, at least in the United States. Short shelf life, you know, only a little over a year. And I really do think that this one could be a sleeper since it has that exclusive officer in there. So I think as is, again, they'll be pretty scarce on the aftermarket. It has the exclusive minifigure in there. The Darth Vader's pretty sought after. The Meditation Chamber, for what it's worth, it is based off of, you know, the quote-unquote the most popular, you know, Star Wars movie, you know, Empire Strikes Back. You know, it is an original trilogy set, so there's always going to be fans of it. And I think overall, I think this will kind of be like a General Grievous' Starfighter. I don't doubt for a second, you know, come late 2023, this set might be 140, 150 bucks. So yeah, there's that. Number 5, which this is another set that really just banks off of one important thing. That's why I did not put it too much higher on the list. It is the AAT. And really what this thing has going for it is, you know, a longer shelf life. The thing's been out for 2.5 years, so a lot of people got it. The build sucks. You know, no one really likes the set as is. You know, realistically, in the minifigures, you know, the Ahsoka's been in other sets. Probably will come out another 1 or 2 sets. I don't doubt that. The droids are cool, don't get me wrong. They really are. I'm a big fan of them. I've got like 50 of them. I really like that class of droid, but I think for the average person, no one really cares. You know, they're only going for like $2-3 bucks on the aftermarket. And really the biggest thing, guys, is the 332nd clone, which I feel like as a set as a whole, the second that 332nd clone ever gets re-released anywhere, you know, or the Mexico factory makes another 10 bajillion of these guys, then at that point the AAT will basically be obliterated from the aftermarket. Number 4, guys, going into a couple more Clone Wars sets, and this is a very important one, I feel. I'm very actually curious to see how this one does. It is the Clone Command Station. So we got a few things going for it. You know, over the past year, it's been a very short shelf life, only 1 year, and pretty much impossible to find in the United States, and it actually almost the entire world. You know, and this set really did like almost set itself up for being this type of set, because even in the United States, guys, think about it. So on Lego.com, you were limited to only 5 of them. So people that got, say, 5 of them at any point in the last year, they can't get any more whatsoever. And then so, you know, they have to resort to aftermarket because not everyone has a Lego store near them. And even then, you know, most of these Lego stores, literally, I've not seen it in any of my local Lego stores. I go to 5 Lego stores pretty much on a bi-weekly basis for the past 9 months. And I've not seen it once in person at any of them. So I know it's been the case with a lot of these other Lego stores around the US. And worse comes to worse, like I said, a few of these people that don't even live by one, you know, if they don't have the opportunity to check, you know, twice a month, they can maybe check 1 time a year. So realistically, guys, I mean, for the average consumer, it's been basically impossible to get enough of these to make an army. The thing, guys, if you guys look at the aftermarket right now for it, it's already going for twice the MSRP. I think the cheapest on Bricklink in the United States is like 28 bucks. So basically double MSRP. So I think the only downside of this set is realistically how much will someone pay for a clone trooper. So of course right now, even the individual clone troopers outside of the set, the commander guy, the yellow guy, that guy's worthless. That guy is literally worth $1 now. But the other two are still holding like $10 a pop. So, you know, long term, if those guys never get re-released in any other set, or at least not for a while, you know, it's realistically, you know, you're either paying 20 bucks for just the clones, or you're paying a little bit more of a premium to get those clones in the brand new set and guaranteed new. Will people be paying much more than, say, $30, $35 for just 2 clones? I'm not too sure. I guess time will tell, but that's the third one, guys. On to the third one, guys. We got the 501st Battle Pack. I still will have an entire separate video on everything I think about this set coming into probably November or December of this year. I think this set, depending on a little bit of information we get in the next couple months, I think this set could either be a super winner when it comes to, you know, going up in value, or a pretty big dud, at least for a while. But I'm leaning towards it might be a super winner. And the reason I'll say it shortly here is, you know, short term, of course, everyone will have a lot of these stockpiled. All right, so that is the big downside here. But then also one positive that, you know, LEGO actually kind of saved us on this is with the 2023 set, you got to think about it, guys. So to everyone now that over the past couple of years, you know, they got their 501st clones, and, you know, they got plenty of them. So they got their 20 or 30 of them. And, you know, at that point, everyone's also investing in them. So, you know, the future generation, you know, say the next couple of years worth, will be able to get 501st clone battle packs for relatively cheap. And that's it. You know, they're just getting the 501st clones, and that's realistically it. But I think what the new set is going to do for the market is people, especially the newer generation, will go in there and say, get 5 or 10 of the new battle packs. Then they'll think to themselves, why do I have 30, you know, Commander 501st? Why do I have 30 Sniper 501st? You know, 60 of the heavy, you know, 501st. You know, where are my regular 501st clones at? So I think at that point, guys, this set kind of saved us, because there's going to be a lot of new people now that are going to get those newer battle packs and then be like, all right, I want the real 501st now. Like, where are my actual troops at? You know, I don't want an army of 100 snipers. So then they're going to have to go back, and then that's where, you know, again, it will still be a while, I feel. It's not going to be anytime quick, I think, but quicker than before. I think those, you know, 501st battle packs will go up a little bit in value just due to the demand actually being pretty high short term. And of course, long term, I think the 501st battle pack is a legacy set. You know, I think 20 years down the line, people will still be talking about it, and it'll still be a very memorable set. And probably it'll basically be the Clone Walker battle pack of, say, 15 years from now. So there's my thoughts on that. Moving on, guys, to number 2. We got the Mandalorian Starfighter, and it was tough for me to put this at number 2, but I'm going to do it just because there's one thing going against it. So the first thing is I don't see them making a remake of this anytime soon, and if they do, I think it'll be pre-Vizslas, which then in turn, you know, they of course will be an entirely different, you know, color ship. They will also have pre-Vizsla, different minifigures. And I think right here, guys, Bo-Katan is pretty much guaranteed to be in a new set next year. Will it be the exact same Bo-Katan as that Starfighter? Who knows? But I have a feeling LEGO will probably skimp out and do that. You know, if they do not have the exact same Bo-Katan, where they say the Bo-Katan from this set stays exclusive, really won't care. But long term, for the people that want to get one of every LEGO Star Wars minifigure, which there's a lot of us out there, you know, will of course have to go back and get that exact Bo-Katan from this Starfighter. But I think the biggest thing, of course, guys, is Gar Saxon will of course go to the moon. I see this guy going to 100, 150 bucks by Christmas 2023, and that will be the biggest thing. But in turn, there's only one minifigure really in this set that will be going up in value, I feel, unless the Bo-Katan thing gets different. But there's my thoughts on number 2. And with that in mind, guys, number 1, you guys probably know what it is. So moving on, guys, to number 1, we got the Bad Batch shuttle here. And the first thing off the bat, guys, I don't doubt for a second we will not see another re-release of the Bad Batch shuttle sometime in the next 5 years. You know, we got the Bad Batch TV show on. We don't know how many seasons that's going for, but I feel like it will be a Kylo Ren shuttle-like thing. And at some point in the next couple of years, they will probably re-release a Bad Batch shuttle in different colorways. You know, whether or not in the actual show, you know, they do an entire different paint job, who knows? But if not, I feel like genuinely, I really do. I think LEGO will make another Bad Batch shuttle in, say, 3 or 4 years and make it dark gray and black. I really do think that. But in turn, guys, at that point, will we see the exact same Bad Batch figures? I don't think so, because in the show, even in season 2 right now, we're going into the second season with all of them having new outfits. So the biggest thing here, guys, is if they do not put these outfits in any other sets, then you've got 5 minifigures right here that will go up in value compared to just Gar Saxon. And I think, you know, grand scheme of things, Gar Saxon, I think, will be a lot more scarce as an individual minifigure. But, you know, having 5 minifigures compared to 1, I think the Bad Batch shuttle will probably be a better ROI and go up more in value compared to the, you know, the Mandalorian Starfighter in the same amount of time. So thank you guys all so much for watching this video again. Again, I don't claim to be a professional. I'm definitely not a financial advisor. You know, in the grand scheme of things, guys, I just like giving my thoughts on this stuff. Honestly, I think in this video, I came up with a few pretty good points. So nonetheless, guys, leave your thoughts down below. Let me know. Do you think I'm right? Do you guys have any other thoughts on this stuff? And thank you guys all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for see you guys later. Bye, guys, and stay safe.